see. No more spinning.
Hey, if you're new here. My name is Merina. I do mobile home living in the hills. You could put it on Do Not Disturb. You could do that.
Like you do. Whenever I'm at the grocery store and I'm needing to know, hey, which size of egg do you want? Hey, I don't know what kind of bread you want. And I'm over here. The person that you're trying to dial right now cannot be bothered. Oh, I'm sorry that her husband cannot bother her.
If you're new here, my name is Merina. I do mobile home living in the hills of East Tennessee in a double wide trailer that's as old as me. Today we're working on a makeover.
It's not a dream. We back, baby.
We're gonna tackle this area back here, which looked for the longest like long-term care living. Not mobile home living, yeah. Funeral home, you know, nursing home, sort of thing. But then we added a table. And now it looks less.
I just fixed the couch.
And now it looks less like long-term care, but it still looks like we just tried to make it look like not long-term care. So we're going to transform this whole wall and do something a little bit funky, but something that I've been envisioning for a while. Now, I cannot take the credit for this entire design. I beat the game. Where's your headphones, baby? I beat the game. Good job.
Can you put your headphones on, Bobby?
Sure. And this said warning with people with sensitive ears. This will bust your eardrums.
Okay, do not. One of my friends, she's not on YouTube. I wish she was. She used to be, but she doesn't have a channel anymore. Her kids are my kids' best friends in the whole entire world. Her mama is Shane's most favorite person on the entire planet, other than myself and the kids. And we just love them so much. And I wish she had a YouTube channel, but she don't. Anyways, I still talk to her from our early YouTube days. We met when we were both doing YouTube. I continued to do YouTube. She didn't, and we've still maintained a friendship and still contact each other all the time. Our kids are best friends, so we talk bi-daily, basically. A while back, her husband made her a beautiful bookshelf for Christmas, and I saw it and I was like, man, that is gorgeous. I don't have the room for one exactly like that, but I had the room for like some modification there, so I'm gonna put my own spin on it and turn what her husband created her into something that my husband can create me. Without further ado, we ain't dragging this out. We need to get this done today. Let's do the daggone thing.
Yes! Slay! Yeah.
Right. See, this little table here just looks beautiful. It looks like a little girl in a big old world sort of thing. There's a fly.
It looks like it's singing lonely.
I'm Mr. Lonely. I've got nobody call my own. Obviously, this does not flow into this.
Hold on. There's something else that's just not flowing right now.
Oh, snap. I did not even notice that. It's hilarious that they call me OCD. I guess OCD doesn't really mean it. Like, my OCD is thinking a thought 47 times in a row and then accidentally thinking it wrong and then going back and rethinking that thought 47 times in a row.
Somebody mentioned it in the comments. They were cracking up.
I didn't even notice it. They notice everything, man. This doesn't flow into this. So we're gonna make something that this can flow into. We also need to get on that door ASAP. It's gonna be one of those days.
It's gonna be one of those days.
Wait,
What we are replacing.
What
we're replacing this with?
I was gonna do a sequence portion of the video. We need to get on the same page.
Careful, baby. You don't want to break your feet. See?
Get down on it.
Done! Let's call it a day. Wrap it up.
Stop playing.
It's easy to speak out about the way I live, but it's a 24-karat dream. No supermodel in my dirty jeans, but in my 24 inches heels. I am not pretending, I'm more like this, a game for the reckless. It's so extreme and I don't really care, I don't really care, yeah. No, I don't really care, I don't really care, yeah. They're calling me a mad woman, mad woman, mad woman. Calling me a mad woman, mad woman. No, I don't really care, I don't really care, yeah. 'Cause boy, it's none of your
You're going to see us play with these 2x4s on top of the cabinets, but they're not going on top of the cabinets to rise them. We're going to put the cabinets on top of them. We're just going to use the top of the cabinets as a guide to create a sort of frame for these cabinets to sit on. That way they're the same height as the one in the kitchen. I don't want them to match the kitchen one, so we're going to do something a little bit different, but I do want them to be the same height.
We got 89 3/4. That's going to be our long piece here. 89 3/4. Okay.
When we do our kitchen ones, we not only put risers on the bottom to lift them, but we put 1x1s underneath the plywood for the countertop to make the countertop thicker and make them come up higher. But I want these to be different, so we're not going to put the 1x1s underneath the countertop like we usually would. These are going to be the same height, sort of, but different in a hole. Okay, so the first part is to put these cabinets up on the riser. That way they match with these cabinets because we put these cabinets up on a riser. This right here is the baseboard, the trim in front of it, but these were initially put on the riser to match the height of the island here. To match both of these things, we're going to do the same thing over here, put the cabinets on risers, and that way it flows with the rest of the cabinetry in the house. Listen, the single wide days, we were all going for aesthetic. Double wide days, we realized in the single wide just how much space means to us, and we're going to prioritize the heck out of it. So storage is top priority. Making it look good comes next, okay? If I'm a mad woman. Frames, boy. It's such a funny way to tell me what you search in life. Well, I'm a mad woman, sorry I don't compromise. Mad woman. Keep calling me a mad woman. Boy, it's none of your business if I'm a mad woman. Not only attaching the frame to the wall, but he's also attaching the cabinets to the frame and then attaching the cabinets to the wall as well. So this thing is secure. It ain't going nowhere. After we get done doing that, we're going to start working on removing these staples so that we can work on the top here. So we're not doing the standard 1x1 thick countertop like you see in the background here with my other cabinets. I didn't want this to match our kitchen cabinets identically because identically is that a word? Because we have a really open concept home and I don't want it to kind of flow together and make it seem as if the kitchen's bleeding into the living room, if that makes sense. So we're not doing a traditional countertop on these. I want it to just look like it's finished, a finished top. And I'm going to do something a little bit fun when we do the decorating portion of this project. I'm going to do something a little bit fun to kind of, I don't know, give it a little unique aspect. Even though we're not doing our traditional countertops that we do throughout our home, it's a cheap way to do countertops. It just consists of this plywood, a frame underneath it, and then 1x1s around the edge to make it look thick like actual countertop. We did that all over our kitchen. It's a super affordable way to change out your countertops if you're getting like an itch to do that. And ours they're really stable. We do a frame underneath it, so we do 1x1s underneath it to attach the thin plywood to. We've never had a problem with it thus far. It's always worked out really well for us. That being said, we're doing the same thing over here, but we're going to do our 1x1 frame underneath it without the perimeter frame. So we're not doing one on the perimeter to raise this up. We're just doing 1x1s on the inside of the top of the cabinets. That way we have something to attach this plywood to with a nail gun.
What happened?
That's never good when you hear what happened.
What happened?
When I met ya, all covered up in the dirt from my past. So insecure by myself when I met ya. Won't you give me any warning? I've been thinking about you day and night and day and night. To be honest, I just don't know what to do next. 'Cause I'm the one with a broken heart, waiting for you to come out and save me. I'm a mess, need to untangle, and I'm a fool for you, baby. Fool for you, baby. Waiting for you.
I am stirring and checking the paint because one time, story time, one time I got paint and I opened it up, and this is the Lord's honest truth. There were dead maggots all in the can of paint. And I have always thought of that. Every time I open a can of paint, whether it's a new can of paint or not, I always think of that, and I'm like, what the heck? I don't know if it happened during manufacturing. I don't know. It had to because the top was sealed. So I don't know what happened there, but ever since then, ever since I saw dead maggots floating in a can of paint, I have not looked at paint the same, and I have been very weary of it. So I always stir it and make sure I don't see no disco Ross. And go from there. I always pray, Lord, don't let there be any maggots in my paint. And that makes me sound crazy, but I've been through some stuff, man. Something like that will change you. Something like that will change you. I'm gonna use a little roller to paint because the cabinets themselves aren't very big. Shane right now is putting plywood on the side of the cabinets. He does that just to like make it look more finished, because if he doesn't put plywood on the side of the cabinets, it'll look like this with a dip here. And this stuff is nigh impossible to paint or stain. So we always put a piece of plywood on the side there and just attach it to this
It makes it look nice,
make
too.
it look more finished and make it easier to paint or stain.
Look at it.
This is what it looks like once he's got the plywood up there. He did the same thing to this over here, and you can see how finished and nice it looks. And then once we get like the trim on the bottom and stuff, we use 1x4s, I believe, for trim. But yeah, I like it that way because it looks way more finished than just the raw end of a cabinet there.
You were making me so sure in a heartbeat. All of my doubts disappearing at last. You made me fall without saying a sentence. Won't you give me any warning? I've been thinking about you day and night and day and night. To be honest, I just don't know what to do next. 'Cause I'm the one with a broken heart, waiting for you to come out and save me. I'm a mess, need to untangle, and I'm a fool for you, baby. Fool for you, baby. Waiting for you to come out and save me. Fool for you. I know it isn't logical. That something that you do to me is chemical. I know it isn't logical. Something that you do to me. I'm the one with a broken heart, waiting for you to come out and save me. I'm a mess, need to untangle, and I'm a fool for you, baby. Fool for you, baby. Waiting for you to come out and save me. Fool for you.
doing 2 coats in total on the built-in here. It's going to be just basic white. That's what I'm wanting to go with because I want this bottom portion to melt into the wall because I want the top portion to stand out. I don't want to do these like the Oyster Bay color I love in my home because I don't want that to compete with what we're doing on top. I want what we're doing on top to be the showstopper. So I'm doing 2 coats of white on this built-in. One thing I used to be so extreme about is doing the whole entire thing white, right? The back of the doors, all of that white, until I saw manufactured white cabinets that were not like that. And I was like, I have been stressing out trying to get the back of the door and everything like all white and perfect. No, a lot of the manufactured, some of the manufactured ones, they have the white door on both sides. But I've seen manufactured ones that only have the white on the front of the door and on the frame. So that's what I want to do with these because I like the way that raw wood looks on the inside. It kind of just, I don't know, it scratches my brain if that makes sense. So I'm going to do 2 coats all over the frame of this built-in and over the front of the doors. And I'm going to leave the back of the doors just neatly the raw wood like the inside of the cabinets. I go through phases like that where I focus so harshly on one particular thing. And at the time, it is so important to me to do that thing. And then looking back, I'm like, well, was it really that important? Like, did I really have to stress over that? It wasn't necessary. Unless it's like a quality thing, it shouldn't be necessary. So unless I'm skipping steps because I just don't feel like doing it, or skipping steps to do things the easy way or to get out of the hard way or whatever, then I don't think I need to be focusing so hard on the things that don't really matter about a project. That's what I did at the beginning of this whole entire journey is I focused on the wrong things and I didn't focus on quality. Over time, Shane and I have learned how to really do quality, and it started with the fireplace built in at the single wide. I even mentioned in that video, I went back to watch it the other day, in that video of the fireplace in the single wide, I mentioned that I was so proud of that fireplace because it was something that we really spent a lot of time and effort on. We really focused on quality. Ever since then, I haven't been perfect at it. Shane hasn't been perfect at it, but we have always been working towards quality, especially within this home because this is my absolute dream home. This is the home they will roll me out of when it's my time to go to glory, hopefully. And I want to do everything I can to respect it and to do it justice because God gave me this. It's a learning process. Shane and I are both still learning 5 years into this thing. We're just a married couple from the trailer park that didn't really do a whole lot of this, didn't really do none of this before YouTube. So we're learning as we go, and we're finding out as we go what the important parts of a project really are. I used to hate doing trim, especially in the single wide. We went without baseboards for forever because I just didn't feel like trim was important. Trim is very important. Trim is what finishes off a project. A project is not finished unless it's caulked and trimmed, and that's something I've just recently learned in the last 2 to 3 years of doing this.
Trouble inside, beating hearts don't lie. An empty page, a story to write. I'm in love, you're divine, and it's all in our signs. We're going away, get your bag, check the tag. Decision is made, lock your door, need no more. It's already paid. Cancel your mail for a while. It's a journey for life, and I'm your ride.
There's a snake bug that just flew there. These 4 pieces right here. Okay, you'll hear machine guns. Kids are in the background having Fortnite play dates with their friends. Shane is running off to Lowe's. Love you, be careful. Don't look at your phone. Look both ways. Shane's off to Lowe's. Shane's off to Lowe's. It's a circus in here. It is a zoo. Shane is off to Lowe's to get different sizes of shelves. Let me explain why. So this is what the shelves looking like. Okay. It is a big old upside down T right now. So the bottom of it is 8 inches. This is 6 inches. We got 8-inch shelves. Well, this is attached to the top of the 8-inch piece of wood. So when we put the shelves on, the shelves come out further than the base. That can't happen. So Shane's off to get 6-inch wood to be the shelves instead of the 8-inch wood, and the 8-inch the 8-inch wood is going to be the base. My job while he's gone is to maintain the zoo here and to stain these pieces of wood that he has ready for me to stain. The stain I'm using is my usual throughout my trailer. The hickory, that's what we've been going with throughout this entire trailer. That's what we're going to continue to go with. So I use the gel stain just because it's easier to use. I'm going to do the paint on, wipe off method. No, I'm not, because I don't have a paintbrush. Actually, I'll go wash that paintbrush. And then I'll do the paint on, wipe off method. Let me go wash the paintbrush I've been using for the white paint first.
Hang on, I cannot go wrong. God, I'm praying I'm not alone in this air of hope. 'Cause I'm in love, you're a star burning bright in my heart. We're going away, get your bag, check the tag. Decision is made, lock your door, need no more. It's already paid, cancel your mail for a while. It's a journey for life and I'm your ride. Hang on, we'll be long gone. Hang on, I cannot go wrong. We're going away, I get you back, check the tag. A journey for life, and it's already paid. Cancel your mail for a while. It's a journey for life, and I'm alright. Hang on, we'll be long gone. Hang on, I cannot go wrong. Hang on, we'll be long gone. Hang on, I cannot go wrong. God, I'm praying I'm not alone in this air of hope. A journey for life, alright. No, 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 no.
This is something I've been thinking about doing for a hot minute. When I saw these in my friend's home, I just absolutely fell in love with them. And I found them all over the internet that people were making them. So like TT Shop has them for sale. And when you Google them, like Etsy pops up and things, you can find them places where people are customizing them. But obviously I wanted mine made by Shane, and Shane loves making things for our home. So when I told him about them and I showed them, especially them like in my friend's house, I showed him pictures and she sent me videos and talked us through what her husband did exactly. I was like, I want these, but make them our own. So he made them go from the cabinets all the way to the ceiling, and our ceiling's arched, so they arch with the ceiling. And then we did sort of whimsy like unique shelves and just went halfway from each shelf. We went to the middle of the shelf and made one go from that, and then the middle of that shelf made one go from that. It is so pretty and unique. I love them. First of all, to me, this looks like witchcraft, but obviously, like, it just, I don't know how you're gonna do it. Okay. What are we doing here?
I made a T.
No, really, what are we doing here? How's this working?
The next piece is going to go on the halfway point of this one, going up this way.
Okay.
Okay? And then the next one will be on the halfway point, going up that way.
Oh, that sounds really confusing. All right, so what he's done is he's screwed them.
As well as I put
brad nails
in as well.
And these to hold these in.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess we're going to just keep building on it.
Mm-hmm. We're going to have 4 linked together.
Okay.
And then we're going to go on and attach it.
To the small one?
To the big one. And then
we got a big...
And then we can figure out about how many more will go onto the big one. And then once we get that done, then we'll start putting the ones on the little one, which won't need near as many.
Okay.
And we're gonna do all of this while singing the soundtrack of Lion King 2.
Shane is attaching them mid-shelf, and he's doing that with screws and brad nails. He's doing it with brad nails to hold it while he gets his screw gun, electric screwdriver, whatever it is. We had moments like that, but it's okay. Shane just uses his little thing to like break off the brad nails. That's easy fix, no problem. He's putting these on top and attaching them to the wall and to the cabinet as well, just to make sure that these are secure, because we definitely don't want these falling over. And see, they're arching with the wall, which I think is absolutely beautiful. We only have 5 pieces left, and we need 6 for the smaller one over here. That is insane looking though. I'm obsessed. Now, we're going to figure out a way that we're going to decorate this. I already have in mind how I'm going to decorate it, and I'm going to bring you guys along with me to like get the stuff for it and everything. So that will be like in the next video. But I'm already getting a feel of what I'm going to do over here, and I'm so excited. This is a showstopper in the trailer. This and this.
It beams so well.
Yeah, I mean,
it ties
10 out of
into
10.
it.
I'm obsessed. We were able to, once we got this second one up and we realized we needed another shelf in order for it to match up with the taller one, Shane just quickly had to cut up another shelf, and then we stained it and popped it up there, no problem. But these right here, once I decorate around them, I think it's going to be just so beautiful. It's going to be a showstopper for sure. I already have it in my mind what I'm doing, and I'm excited to bring you guys along with me and show you what's going to be up with it, what we're going to do with it, basically. It's going to be so pretty. I cannot wait to show you guys what my vision is for this area. I already love it so much just as it is, but once we get the hardware on there, once we decorate it, once we get the books on here, it is just going to be absolutely beautiful. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I hope you have a blessed morning, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you are at. Know that I love you, but Jesus loves you so much more. I'll see y'all in the next one.